Hi, Stathis. Hi, Stephen.
Nice to see you. Good to see you. Everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the Friday Support Call. Our host this week is you, Status, and I will pass the microphone to you, and it's your call. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Stephen. Thank you, everyone, for coming. And let's begin. So, Mary, you have your hand up.
Yeah, I would love some assistance on releasing. I just had a bizarre night's sleep. It unlike anything I've ever had before, but that's okay. And I thought, I got through it, but I woke up in fear. I just woke up feeling fear, and I thought this is bizarre. So I tried my best to release on that, but then some anxiety came in, and then I started thinking about my day and some frustrations with trying to get some things done. And now it's gotten to kind of like borderline panic, and I would just love your help. And of course I'm trying to, control things, and trying to, not resist, but I would just love your assistance in walking me through just trying to release on this.
Okay. So, let us begin from the last thing you said, the resistance. Okay, is that fine?
Sure.
Okay, so is there any resistance to the feelings that you are experiencing?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay, so would you welcome that resistance?
Ah, I might as well. It's here anyhow.
Say it again.
I said I might as well because it's here anyhow.
Okay.
So yeah, I welcome it. It's here. Yeah.
Mhm. And could you let it go as best you can and just for now?
As as best I can and just for now. Yeah.
Would you let it go?
Yeah.
When?
Now.
Hmm. And is there any wanting to understand why those feelings are there?
Oh, absolutely, because I've been feeling pretty good. So
Hmm.
yeah,
So,
definitely.
could you welcome the wanting to understand them, to
Oh,
know why they are there?
yeah.
And could you let go of wanting to understand why they are there?
Yeah, as much as I possibly can. Yeah. I would
Would
love
you let
to.
it go?
Yeah.
When?
Now.
Hmm. And those sensations, do they feel important, meaningful, special?
Well, they feel really uncomfortable,
Mm-hmm.
and really important because it determines, kind of how I handle my morning and my day. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. So could you welcome that sense that they are important?
Yeah.
Hmm. And could you be open at least to the possibility that they are just sensations? It is just energy coming through the body mind.
Could you There's been a like a almost a scraping noise. I don't know if there's anybody else unmute, not muted, but I would love for you to repeat that last question.
So what would could it be possible? Do you still hear that noise?
Not yet. No, no.
Okay.
So hopefully.
So is it possible that those feelings, those sensations are just energy moving through the body mind?
Yeah.
Hmm. So how are you feeling now?
A little bit better, a little bit
Mhm.
calmer.
Okay.
Just, I think, frustrated that I have to deal with this again, because every time, you guys know I've been releasing on a lot of this, and then I'll have these really good stretches, and then all of a sudden it'll pop back up. and and I guess it frustrates me, because I think, oh, I've dealt with this. I
Mm.
think I'm done with this, and when it pops back up, it's like, doggone it, I thought I was done with this, but I don't know. I've got an errand to run, and I don't get out of the house very often, and it's something that, I'm yeah is always a frustrating experience, or has been in the past. And I don't know. I would love to release on the fear of just, getting out of the house and getting things done.
Mhm.
I think that might be related to it.
Okay, so,
But
but yeah,
no, go ahead. I,
sometimes we're releasing or we're doing whatever we do to support ourselves, and things don't always go like that. They usually go like that. And
yeah,
it might feel that when there is the downward movement, that somehow we have lost it, or we are unsuccessful, but that may not be the case.
right. No, that's true. And I caught myself after I said what I said, that it might be related to this or that or the other. But as you already helped me, it doesn't matter what it's related to. It just is. It's just energy.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So could you welcome that sensation, that energy?
No.
Mhm. As a way to release it, would you welcome it?
Yeah, I will
When?
right now.
Mm. And could you let it fade away, dissolve, unravel, move?
Yeah, to the best I know
Yes.
how, and the best I can. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
Mm. And again, could you welcome those sensations?
Yes.
Could you welcome the wanting to fix them, change them, control them, hold on to them, or hold them away?
Yeah.
Could you welcome any sense that they are personal?
Yeah.
Mm. And could you let them go?
Yes.
Would you let them go?
Yes.
When?
Now.
Mm. And check with your heart what would be here if those sensations weren't here.
Peace.
Mm. So could
Probably
you
some.
welcome?
Yeah, I would say probably some more joy and happiness, that I didn't have to be distracted by them. Yeah.
Mm. So could you welcome the peace, the joy, the happiness?
Yes.
Mm. And could you welcome the distractions, those feelings that distract you?
Yeah.
And could
Yeah.
you welcome peace and joy and happiness?
Yes.
And could you welcome the distraction?
Yes.
And could you welcome peace, joy, happiness?
Yes.
Mm. And what is peace? What is joy and happiness? And
Well,
you
it's
don't,
the
yeah,
I was going to say it's the essence of who I really am.
perfect.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, it's sometimes things take over. Other things take over, and yeah. Temporarily, yeah.
Yeah. So if you don't think of the past or the future, do they take over right now?
No.
No. If you don't think of the past or the future, is there a problem right now?
It kind of feels like there's a problem. Just
Okay. Just because?
just because of the sensations that
Okay.
I would like to get rid of, and I realize the more I'm resisting them, the more they're gonna hang out, and so
Yeah.
I get the futility of that, but right now it right now I in all honesty, it still feels like a problem right now, but because it kind of hinders what I can do, but
So that it is a little bit having to do with the past and the future, but anyway, so because I see there are many hands up,
are there okay.
is that a good place?
That's fine. Yeah, I can deal with the rest of it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Stathis.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you. So, Sharon.
Hi, Stathis. Thank you. I suppose a little bit similar to what Mary was releasing on. Mine's around a health issue, skin. I had a hospital appointment beginning of last week. I've had ongoing issues with skin for a long time. It's been quite bad the last few years. But I must say the majority of it has cleared up a lot the last few months, probably with releasing. But I've got one particular patch of skin that just won't shift. And they've said that I may have to go for a biopsy if it doesn't go in the next 2 or 3 weeks. I'm putting cream on it every couple of days. I have to use lots of different special creams, and I'm just really feeling fed up with it all. And I really can't get into that this patch of skin is going to heal, and I would love it to heal. Just because it hurts sometimes, it's like a burning sensation. But also I don't really want to go through the biopsy. So some support really about releasing all of this with around my skin, please. Thanks.
So, in this moment, could you just simply stop or pause?
Yeah.
And could you notice what is in this moment? Yeah? If you're saying something I cannot hear you, the sound is breaking, the signal might not be good.
Okay. What
Okay.
I'm feeling at the moment is heaviness in my heart and also in my throat. I just feel so fed up with this situation.
Okay, so before we go there, let us do an all welcoming. If you don't put a label on the sensations that you are experiencing, the thoughts, the feelings, could you just simply welcome them without putting a label? Whatever is being experienced in this moment, in
Yes, I
terms of
can.
thoughts and feelings, would you welcome it?
Yes, I can. There's relief there. Yeah. Thanks. Oh, just trying to sort this out. There's the control going on, wanting to get rid of it. Yeah. I'm not feeling that I can, feeling controlled by it as well.
So could you welcome the wanting to control it?
Yeah, it just feels like there's a pushing away of that, and it's like I'm making myself wrong for doing that because I know it's not helping. Yeah.
So could you welcome the sense that whatever is happening is personal? I mean, the pushing away, holding it close.
Oh goodness, yeah, I feel so personal, this skin condition. It feels like, oh, I don't know, it's represents something about me and who I am. Like like a lack of self-worth or something to have this issue. Because it's such a, it sounds awful, but it's like an ugly patch of skin. I'm judging it. Yeah.
So is it possible that this belief, that it shows something about you, that belief is made up? Is that possible?
Oh, I just feel really a lot of sadness come up with that.
Would you like to release that sadness?
I would, yes. Thank you.
Yeah. So as the first step to releasing it, could you allow it?
Yes, I can.
And as best you can, just for now, could you let it go?
Yes, I can.
Would you let it go? As
Yes, I
best you
would. I would, yes.
can.
Now,
Mm.
what came up for me then is that it feels like I'm being punished with this skin condition.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So could you let go of wanting to believe that?
It feels like it's a bit of a no that I'm not able to let that go. And there's a bit of fear in that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not saying could you let go of the belief. Could you let go of wanting to believe it? Does it
Yes,
make any, yeah.
yes, I can let go of wanting to believe that, yes.
So would you let go of wanting to believe it?
Yes, I would, yes.
When?
Now.
And could you love and accept yourself because you are the way you are?
Yes, I can.
Mm. Could you get even a slight sense of that love in this moment?
I can, yes. Thank you.
Perfect.
Yeah, I can feel like self-love in that and a little bit of compassion. Yeah, thank you.
Perfect.
Perfect,
So
yeah. Yeah.
could you let that love shine?
Yes, I can.
Mm. Would you allow that love to fill the mind, fill the heart, fill the body?
Yes, I can.
Mm.
Yeah.
So how is it now?
That feels great, that Stathis. Thank you so much. It feels like there's a real opening here to self-love. So I really appreciate that. That it was a different angle to what I've done releasing around this skin issue. And I think it was very important for me. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. So, Sanjana.
Hi, am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So I need assistance with the beliefs I generated and the fears about eating. Like when I eat some junk, I have a lot of fear that this will happen. This health issue will arise. And if I don't eat healthy, the other issues will be there.
Just a sec, Sanjana. Second. I will use my headphones. So now I can hear you better.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Do I need to say again?
From the place you stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of fears about what eat or not, what not eat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm confused and guilty sometimes.
Okay. So, do you feel guilty in this moment, or is it just something from the past?
No, right now there is no guilt. There is should.
Yeah, there's some shooting.
Yes.
Hmm. So, would you like to release that shooting?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, could you just simply welcome it?
Yes.
And how is that shooting serving you? Is it serving you well?
No.
And no. Okay. So, could you let it go?
No.
Would you let it go if you could?
Yes.
When?
Now.
Hmm. Again, could you welcome the shooting or the should not do or eat something?
No, I can't.
Hmm. Would you like to explain why you can't? I mean, why you cannot welcome it? Is it that you don't want or something else?
There is resistance
Mm-hmm.
and fear of letting it go.
Ah, okay. So could you welcome the fear of letting it go?
Yes.
Hmm. And dig a little deeper and see if there is any wanting to control built into that fear.
Yes.
Hmm. And could you let go of wanting to control just for now and as best you can?
Yes.
Hmm. And could you let that fear go?
Yes.
Would you let it go?
Yes.
When?
Now.
Mhm. And could you now welcome the shooting?
Yes.
And could you let it go?
No.
Would you let it go if you could? Just for now and as best you can.
Yes.
Okay. When?
Now.
Mhm. So how does it feel now when thinking of what you eat or don't eat?
I'm stuck.
Hmm. And are you wanting to change the stuckness?
Yes.
So could you welcome the wanting to change the stuckness?
Yeah.
Hmm. And could you let go of wanting to change it?
Yes.
Would you let it go?
Yes.
When?
Now.
And could you welcome the flow of life?
Yes.
Could you allow the flow of life to carry you?
Yes.
Hmm. Could you allow life to unfold naturally?
Yes.
Hmm. Does it feel more open right now? More flowing?
Yes.
Mhm. Do you feel freer around the topic?
No.
Hmm.
The loop of thought is
Yeah? What?
the loop of thoughts is showing.
I cannot hear you clearly. There are what?
The loop of thoughts is pop up in mind.
There are loop of, sorry,
Thoughts. Thoughts.
thoughts. Ah, okay. Are there thoughts spinning in the mind?
Yeah. Yes.
Would you like to share those thoughts? Only if you would like to share them. Or they're just irrelevant.
Yeah. I'm feeling lack of knowledge
Mm-hmm.
about food.
Okay. Okay. So is it something that you really lack, or is it just a feeling?
Of feeling.
A feeling, okay. So would you welcome the feeling?
Yes.
And could you let it go?
Yes.
Would you let it go?
Yes.
When?
Now.
And could you welcome trust?
Yes.
Hmm. Can you feel the energy of trust in this moment?
I'm feeling a little bit of relaxation and
Hmm.
safety.
Okay, good. Do you feel that is a good place to stop right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sanjana. Thank you. So, Lawrence,
Yes, here I am. Hi.
hi.
Hello, Stathis. A pleasure to have you as a host. I would like some assistance,
Mhm.
facilitation.
Okay.
There, there's well, I've said this quite often, but it seems to be quite deep. Um, my There seems to be an underlying fear that kind of accompanies me,
Okay.
and um, yeah, it's just like kind of a background noise,
Mhm.
and it seems to get stronger when I work.
Okay.
So, and I'd like some assistance with that.
Okay. Uh, is that fear present in this moment?
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. So, are you that fear, or are you aware of it?
I'm aware of it.
Hmm. Are you the one who's afraid, or is that just simply a feeling?
It's a feeling.
Hmm. Is that feeling actually personal?
Yes.
Hmm. So, could you welcome the sense that it
It
is personal?
yes, it has to be personal because it's somehow consistent,
Hmm.
at least seemingly. Yeah. It
Okay.
accompanies me. Yeah.
Yeah. So there is that idea because it happens again and again. I mean, it happened again and
Mhm.
again.
It happened, yeah, in the past, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And the past includes last moment. So
Okay, yeah. So could that idea that because it happened in the past repeatedly, it's personal, could that idea being made up? Could it be just a belief? not the truth.
Yeah,
Yeah. So could you welcome that belief?
that the feeling is personal.
The belief that it happened again and again, so it is
Uh,
personal.
yeah, and it will happen again in the future.
Okay, yeah. Could you welcome
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that package?
Yeah, it's a belief that it's because it happens so often, it will happen again and again into infinity.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And could you let go of wanting to believe that?
Yes,
Would you let go of wanting to believe that?
absolutely.
When?
Now,
Hmm. So is it possible that that sensation, being called fear, is just energy?
yeah,
Yeah. And do you need to take that energy personally? Personally?
no, I don't have to.
Yeah.
But part of me believes I do have to.
But what?
Part of me seems to believe that I have to become reactive to that energy.
Ah,
Yeah. It can't just be there and not affect me somehow.
hmm. So could you welcome that? That I have to be
Yeah.
reactive to that fear, that energy.
Yeah. Yes.
Hmm.
That's spot on.
Hmm.
I have to be reactive. Yeah.
Yeah. So dig a little deeper and see if there is any wanting to be reactive to that energy.
Yes, there is.
Yeah. So could you welcome that wanting?
I don't know why, but it's there.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's there. I can welcome it.
Yeah. And could you let go of wanting to be reactive? Just for now, and as best you can.
Yeah,
Would you let go of wanting to be reactive?
I would.
Hmm. When?
Now.
And could you allow it to come and go as it does? If it continues to do that.
Yes.
Yeah. How is it now?
Energy is still there, but I feel less reactive.
Perfect.
There's still some wanting to push it away
Yeah, there's
or
some
get rid of
reaction
it.
to it.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But less. It's less.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So play a little bit with letting go of wanting to be reactive
Mm-hmm.
and see how that affects the whole situation. It's very
Okay.
likely that
Yeah.
the less reactive you are, the more
Yeah.
easily it releases, it goes.
I agree. It's very likely.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. I will do.
Okay. Thank you,
Okay.
Lawrence.
Stathis, thanks so much. This was amazing.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Take
Thank you,
care.
Lawrence. You too. So, Romy,
Hi, Stathis. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Do you hear me well?
Now it's better.
Okay. I will try. I would like to work on money to receiving more abundance and wealth. So I maybe just probably just a story that I manifest anything else but money, or money is, like harder to come by, or it takes a lot of more effort than other stuff. So I would like, and also maybe some impatience there, that because I like it fast, and I know it can manifest fast, but it's like maybe my story or my experiences till now, I would like to release on that. Yeah.
Okay. So could you welcome that story? That seems to
Yeah.
point out that it is more difficult.
Yes.
Could you welcome all the thoughts and feelings that go with that story?
Yes.
Would you welcome any wanting to control the story, fix it, change it, hold on to it or hold it away?
Yes.
And could you welcome how personal it feels?
Yes.
And could you let go of wanting to tell the same story?
Oh, yeah.
And could you be open to a new story?
Yes.
Could you be open at least to the possibility that every moment is new?
Yes.
And is there any remaining sense that it is hard or harder to make money? If there is.
No, but there is still some intensity on my chest.
Okay. So has the feeling released and just remained a sensation on the chest?
Yes.
Yeah. So the body sometimes takes more time to keep up with the releasing.
Like
We
there's,
have, yeah?
yeah. What comes up is resistance towards money.
Okay.
Like I can have like some of money, but not, more than, like there is a rooftop, how much I can, it's, yeah.
Okay. So could you welcome that sense that you have a rooftop?
Yes.
Now, that might not make sense to the mind, but don't answer that question with the mind, more answer it with your heart. Is there
Okay.
any desire or any wanting to have a rooftop about money?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, yeah. So could you welcome the desire to have a rooftop?
Yeah.
Hmm,
Oh, oh,
hmm. And could you let it go? Could you let go of wanting to have a rooftop?
no.
Would
It's
you
kind
let
of,
it?
yeah, I would, yeah.
Yeah. When?
Now,
Again, could you welcome any desire to have a rooftop?
yes,
And could you let it go?
yes,
Would you let it go?
yeah,
When?
now,
Let's do it once more. Could you welcome the desire to have a rooftop?
yes,
And could you let it go?
no.
Would you let it
What,
go?
yeah, what comes up is like, it's not safe to have too
Hmm.
much money.
Okay.
And there's a fear there.
Mhm. So could you welcome that fear?
Actually, it's not fear, it's actually more sadness than fear.
Hmm. Could you welcome both?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any explanation of that sadness or that fear? If there is,
What comes to my mind, something bad will happen if I have a lot of money.
hmm. Okay. So, would you welcome that thought? Something bad is going to happen if I have a lot of money.
Yeah,
Hmm. And could you welcome any wanting approval, control, security, separation, or oneness built into that thought?
yes,
Hmm. And could you let that thought dissolve, fade away, unravel? Could you let it go?
yes,
Hmm. And could you welcome safety? If you don't think of the past or the future, in this
Mhm.
moment, there is safety.
yes,
Yeah. So could you welcome that?
yes,
And could you let go of wanting to be afraid around money?
yes,
Would you let go of wanting to be afraid?
yes,
When?
now,
Hmm. And could you welcome courage?
yes,
Could you welcome strength?
yes,
Could you welcome certainty?
yes,
Could you welcome trust?
yes.
And how is it now?
I feel it's complete. It's more excitement now.
Hmm.
Like I'm excited what will happen now. So yeah, thank you very much,
Hmm.
Stathis.
Sure. Thank you, Romy. Thanks. So, Lex.
Hi, Stathis.
Hi, Lex.
Uh, I'm really grateful for Romy's release. I sort of had two things I would like to release on, and Romy's release was almost word for word one of the two, and It was great, and I'll be listening to it again.
Mm.
I am very stirred up about I will summarize by saying social issues right now.
Okay.
And I am feeling a lot of apathy and
Mhm.
grief
Okay.
about it. And you know, releasing along with everyone else, I kind of get like wanting control and being very attached to what's apparently happening.
Mhm.
But anyway, that's where I am. And
Okay.
I would appreciate some help in
Mhm.
releasing.
Okay. So, shall we climb the ladder of emotion?
Sure.
Apathy, grief, fear, lust, anger. Okay. So, let's begin with apathy. The sense that I cannot do it and no one can help.
Yes.
Check and see. Are you that feeling? Or is it just simply a feeling?
It's just a feeling.
Hmm. Would that feeling be released?
Yes, it's possible.
Hmm. Again, could you welcome slightly the sense of apathy?
Yes.
Hmm. And could you let it go as best you can?
Yes.
Would you let it go?
Yes.
When?
Now.
Are you that? Or are you aware?
I'm aware.
Hmm. And is there any sense of grief?
Yes.
Hmm. Are you that sense? Or are you aware?
I'm aware.
Hmm. So could you welcome slightly that sense of grief? Could you just simply allow it to be here just for now, slightly?
Yes.
Hmm. And could you let it go as best you can and just for now?
Yes.
Hmm. Are you that? Or are you aware of it?
I'm aware of it and I want it to go away.
Hmm. So could you welcome the wanting to go away?
Yeah.
Hmm. And again, check. Are you sad? Or is it just simply a sensation?
It's a sensation.
Hmm. Could you let that sensation go as best you can?
Yes.
Shall we go higher?
Yes, please.
Is there any fear?
Yes.
Are you that fear, or are you aware of it?
I'm aware of it.
Would you welcome the sensation called fear? Slightly.
Yes.
And could it be released?
Yes.
Are you afraid, or is it just simply a sensation?
It's a sensation.
And could you let go of that sensation?
Yes.
Is there any desire?
Yes. Yes. There's wanting to get rid of it.
So could you welcome that desire to get rid of it?
Yes.
And is there also maybe some fantasy of how great it could be if you got rid of it?
Yes.
Yeah. So could you welcome that?
Oh. God, that's big.
So could you welcome it?
Yeah.
Yeah. By now it must be feeling a lot better, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Again, could you welcome that desire?
Yes.
And could you let go that feeling of wanting and welcome the feeling of having?
Yes.
Could you welcome the feeling of having even more?
Yes.
And now, is there any anger?
Yes.
Yeah. Could you allow that anger to be here just for now and as best you can?
Oh, yeah.
And could you let it go just as an experiment to see how it feels to let it go?
Yes.
Yeah. Would you let it go?
Yes, I would.
When?
Now.
And is there a tiny sense, even if it is tiny, it doesn't matter, of courageousness?
Yes.
Would you welcome that?
Yes.
Would you allow that?
I would be glad to.
Could you enjoy the courageousness as best you can?
Yes.
Could you invite that energy of courageousness?
Yes.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah?
well, I just had a little moment of insight that apathy, grief, and fear, particularly, one of the ways that they stop any action is because, like, I have to do every action. And courageous, and in that state, having courage seems impossible because I can't do every action. And but when I welcome courageousness, then I have a better perspective on what my particular action could be. Like, okay, I'm one person, and what can I do? That's my action, and I can courageously take that action instead
Perfect.
of, the apathy of like, well, I'm only one person, so no action I take would be useful.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's a big shift. Thank you so
Perfect.
much.
Thank you, Lex. Does it feel complete?
Yes, it feels
Okay,
very good.
thank you. So, Barbara.
Hey there, Stathis. Thank you
Hi,
for taking the
Barbara.
call. So I'm also dealing with grief and sadness because 2 weeks ago, about an hour ago, my cat took his last breath.
Mhm.
And one of the hardest things for me is like my place is pretty empty. I didn't realize how much my cat has so many things that I had in my place with my cat. And so I'm feeling a lot of pain in my stomach, and then at nighttime I always have a hard time sleeping because he always slept next to me, and I just really miss his presence in the
Mhm.
fursuit. And so last night I had a hard time sleeping, and yeah, I'm afraid that tonight it's going to be the same thing again. And when I release, then I can sleep, and when I don't seem to release, I can't sleep. So I want to release on that and grief like Lex, and yeah, the pit in my stomach right now. Because about an hour ago, I just was like, oh my God, it's like all coming up again. So yeah, I'm gonna go off the video.
Okay. So, that sense of missing the cat, could you just simply welcome it?
Yeah,
Along with all the thoughts and feelings that come with it.
yeah,
Mm. Could you welcome any sadness?
yes,
Mm. Could you welcome any expectation that the sadness will continue?
yes,
Could you welcome any wanting to hold on to it or hold it away?
yes.
Mm. By the way, what is more present, the wanting to hold on to it or the wanting to hold it away?
That's a really good question.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm not sure. It seems like both are on if I was going to put a scale on it, like 1 to
Mhm.
10, 10 being the most, I think I'd put both of them on a 5, or both of them on a 10. They're both the same.
Okay. So, would you welcome the wanting to hold on to the sadness?
Yes,
Yeah. And could you let go of wanting to hold on to the sadness?
yeah. Sometimes it just overwhelms me, you know what I mean? It just suddenly, boom, it caves in again.
Mhm. And is there any wanting to hold it away?
There's definitely a feeling of wanting to get rid of it,
Yeah.
not feel so sad all the time.
Yeah. So could you welcome the wanting to get rid of it?
Yes,
And could you let it go?
yes,
Would you let it go?
yes.
Well,
Now,
mm. And could you also welcome how personal it feels?
Yes.
That it is your sadness, your cat,
Yes.
that it is about you or who you are.
Yes.
Mm. And whatever feeling is present in this moment, could you just simply welcome it?
Yes.
And could you let it go? Would you let it go?
Yes.
Well,
No.
and is there any fear of that sadness coming up again?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm. So could you welcome that fear, that expectation that the sadness will come up again?
Yes.
And could you let go of wanting or expecting that to happen?
Yes.
Mm. Would you let it go?
Yes.
Would, when?
No.
Mm. Again, could you welcome any fear of sadness?
Yes.
And could you let go of wanting to be afraid of it?
Yes.
Would you let it go?
Yes.
Well,
No.
mm. And could you welcome love?
Yes.
Could you allow the love to wash away the sadness?
Yes.
Could you send the sadness some love?
Yes.
Mm. Could you embrace the sadness in love?
Yes.
Mm. And what do you notice as you do that?
Um, I forget sometimes when it overwhelms me. There was something that now I'm forgetting who said it the other day. Oh, it was Bryson, I think. Um, that the grief is really love, beyond that or in that, that it's really that I love my cat so much and that the grief is really the love. And when I get overwhelmed, I forget that that's the truth. So I forget to feel the love. And it's just like the overwhelm overtakes me, and
Mm.
yeah. But so I don't know, I didn't really answer your question, but it yeah, it just feels like it's such a process. I go in and out of it. I don't
Mhm.
mean to, but
Yeah. So, is it possible to feel the love and release the sadness?
yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it possible to keep only the one, not the other?
It's possible, yes.
Mm. And by the way, when we love a feeling, that's like welcoming it, but in a more extreme or in a more big way. So,
Yeah.
as when we welcome a feeling, it dissolves. The same happens when we love feeling.
True.
Again,
Yes.
could you love the sadness?
Yeah.
Mm. Does that help even a little bit?
It does because the only thing that I'm still worried about is if I can sleep tonight.
Mhm. Okay. So could you welcome that worry?
Yes.
And could you welcome it even more?
Yeah.
And do you need to hold on to that worry?
No.
So could you let it go?
Yes.
Would you let it go?
Yes.
When?
No.
Again, could you welcome the worry?
Yes.
And could you let it go?
Yes.
Would you let it go?
Yes.
When?
No.
Is there any more worry?
A little bit.
Mhm. Could you love the worry?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And could you allow it to dissolve into the love?
Yeah.
Hmm. Could you rest in that love?
Yeah. I just realized what would really soothe me tonight after that release is that I just need to talk with him again. Just need to talk to my cat. Because every time I released, I felt connected and I got messages from him, you know. And at first, when it first happened, I thought, no, I'm not going to do what I normally do, want to jump out the window, you know. I mean, after knowing this method 15 years, but I didn't use it the last 2 times that my animals passed away. This time I used it, I decided not to feel as guilty, you know,
Mhm.
and it's really helped me along the way. I mean, I still have some left because now I talk too much, but I feel like what helps me then, what'll help me now is, I guess, talking to him, you know, and feeling connected and not so disconnected, you know. I don't believe the
Okay.
fursuit ever dies, you know, so, I mean, the fursuit passes, but the soul doesn't die. So, yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Thank you, Stathis. I
Thank
appreciate
you,
it.
Barbara. Thank you. So, Bobby,
Thank you, and thanks for everybody releasing in the call. I just having such a wonderful. I'm so in the quiet now from releasing along with everybody, and really feeling the spirit of Lester here. You know, like I can really tell Status in your facilitation that you're really your Status isn't doing much,
Mhm.
and it's really fun to ride that with you. I mean, you know, stepping up and just playing with us, and you know, the game of love and letting go and allowing, and it's amazing. It's anyway. I'm pretty high, so high to release. Lester says, "Don't release to get high." It's funny, right?
Yes.
Quick support on. I have a goal. I'm teaching a yoga class tomorrow. I teach a monthly intensive, and it's pretty great. People come out to my barn studio, and it's awesome. But I just have a goal of just allowing myself to have a just easy, wonderful, intensive. Just wanted to clear out anything that's there on for my yoga intensive tomorrow. Something around like
Mhm.
the capacity. What came up with me in the releasing with everybody is the feeling of, you know, the giving is the receiving, but just to do less. Like you're not hardly doing anything right there, right now.
I didn't understand very much.
Oh, I bet. Not to be understood.
Okay.
Okay. It's the goal release.
Goal release. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you have a particular goal in mind?
Yeah. I'm teaching my yoga class tomorrow.
Mhm.
Just to allow myself to enjoy having a wonderful yoga class.
Okay.
Yoga intensive. Yeah.
Mm. So, could you welcome that?
So simple. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
How would it feel if had already happened?
This is so much joy and peacefulness.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, could you welcome that joy and peacefulness?
Yes.
Mm. And is there a thought or feeling to the contrary?
Some resistance to being seen as the teacher.
Okay. So, could you welcome that sense that you are the teacher?
Yes.
Mm. Could you welcome the sense that there is a teacher here?
Yes.
Mm. And could that sense dissolve?
Yes.
Mm. And would you allow life to unfold?
Yes.
Sometimes it's going to feel like there is a teacher here, and sometimes not.
Funny.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much.
Mm. Thank you, Bobby.
Thank you for the call, and Stephen, too. You guys are amazingly committed to the joy of being free, and it's evident in your level of commitment. Thank you.
Thank you, Bobby. Thank you very much. Thanks everyone for coming and staying past the hour. So,
what does this mean, Stathis?
I'm not sure.
It might
That,
mean
yeah,
the end of the call.
okay, yes. It means that for sure.
In that case, let's invite anybody and everybody to unmute, say goodbye, and we're done.
Thank you, Stathis. Thank you,
Thank
Stephen.
you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
Stathis.
Great
Thank you, everyone.
Nice to see you all.
Yeah, Debbie. Bye.
Bye.